my microphone. I am slacking today. Oh, okay. Power. Microphone. All right. Now I gotta share this video. Sorry, you guys that are already on here. I first gotta share this really quick. Share. Copy link. Facebook. Hey, Jinx Caliber. Thanks for joining me. Plus post. Done. So many steps just posting this. Paste. Now I gotta wait for my thumbnail to load. Load. There it goes. All right. Next. And publish. Almost done publishing. Go. There we go. All right. There we go. I'm going to turn my chat on so I can see what you guys are saying. Live chat. And let's talk about Digitino. Hey, Ronald Jagger, thanks for joining us. Hey, Matthew, thanks for being here. What is that? Jace Trabber, thanks for being here. David, thanks for being here. Todd Funny, I just got my Digitino today in the mail too. Nice. All right. Hey, Jason. Hey, Master Far. All right, let's go ahead and go through this. And here is the figure. There he is in the box. He's got a number on there, 2117. I don't know what that stands for or what it is, or even is it even numbers, or is it just symbols? I guess we'll find out. Here he is in the back, and it shows him glowing on the back. And then we have other figures in the line. And then on the back here, it shows his glowing chest, and it has some stuff I can't read. And it looks like he's throwing math at Trapjaw, which is confusing him. 2 times 2. 18 plus 34 over x squared. No more math. That's got to be it, right? Throwing the equations over him. The cosine of... Oh, well, anyway. We will just open them up and stop talking math. Fun thing, has a sticker in the front here. It says, Rulers of the Sun, Sun-Man. I'm hoping the comic inside tells what the number's all about, because I have no clue what it is. Is it supposed to be the year? Is he a pseudo time traveler? Who knows? If it was ones and zeros, I could say it's, you know, binary, but it's not even that. It's like a 2117, but again, at first I thought it was the year, and it's like, wait a minute, we've already passed 2017, but it's a 2-1, so it'd be, you know, another 100 years almost. Anyway, let's get him out of here. If I ever get out of here. Boom. There's the comic. There's the figure. There goes the box. Hey, look at that. There's no weird little things holding him in place. You just pop him right out of there. It's about time, Mattel. Nice. Actually, you know what? Besides the dirty on his arms, I'm not sure what that's all about. His skin tone is a really nice tone. It looks, that is a nice tone. Sorry, it's obviously not him. It's way darker. Oh, you know what? That'd be a good tone to fix my Trapjaw. Because his Trapjaw is an awful tone. I'm not sure what they were thinking when they made this pink Trapjaw. Nope. Of course, doesn't match any other figure in the line. Anyway. Obviously not. Nope. Nope. Oh well. Great skin tone though. I really like that shade they used on him. Very cool. All right, since he's the one on the cover, oh, here is. Here's what separates on him. Oh, a New Adventures He-Man. Oh, close, but no cigar. Let's try 2000X He-Man. He's slightly different. Nope. Okay, you've had enough fun checking the skin tone colors to see what matches him. He is unique. He has his own tone, but it's a really nice tone. So let's take a look here. It shows him there. He does have a ponytail. Look at that. I saw the ponytail in the picture, and sure enough, the figure does have kind of a little wisp of hair in the back. That's funny. Like a little tail kind of thing. Oh, there's no words. I will never know what it stands for. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so where is Clawful the Awful? I had him out here a second ago. There he is. Ugh. So he has this claw he comes with, and you can only imagine that he took it from one of Clawful's ancestors, or Clawful himself, and uses it. I can see it now. Dude, you took my hand. Yes, at first I thought it'd be cool to have to see the full art, but actually now I don't think it's cool anymore because now I don't know what the story's about. So first it was fun, but in reality not so cool. All right, let's go ahead and check out the glowing feature. That's what you guys have all been waiting for. Before we do, let's break down articulation, just because, in case you're new to this series. Foot, ankle, knee, hip, waist, shoulder, elbows, no gap, wrist. I thought he had new wrist bracers, but it looks like he has the same one as Sun-Man, so they're not new wrist bracers. I thought it was at first. His boots are Sun-Man's too. What the heck? Actually, so is his waist. He has no new parts except for his head. I can't believe that. Now, I did not get the 3-pack Sun-Man. I was looking at it in the store a couple days ago when I picked up this. And I just couldn't bring myself to pay the price for it. And I already have a Sun-Man. I already got this guy here. I can't remember his name now. Pig Boy? I don't know. Pig Man. And I decided I'm not going to get him. Even though the new Sun-Man has a flat top, which my Sun-Man had that too originally. The Sun-Man I had when I was younger. But anyway, his armor has one attach point. And supposedly it glows in the dark. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let's see. Crack that hand open and get some melted butter. Ha! What's wrong with the inconsistent skin tones? There's nothing wrong with inconsistent skin tones. Just makes it hard for customizing. So if I wanted to rip off some parts and put them on a different figure or change heads to something else, it just limits your options if all the skin tones are different. But it's okay. I'm cool with having a diverse set of figures. I just wish that there were some more of them that kind of matched a little bit, and I was hoping that his would match somebody. But I could see using him to fix my Triclops, but we'll see. Just because Triclops, the color they chose for him is just so awful. I mean, that is an awful color they gave him. So I'd have to switch out the loincloth, the boots, the armor. Now the bad part is the wrist cuffs I couldn't switch out separately. He'd be stuck with the orange ones. And then I keep his head, which looks like he's going to be angry then, because his head will be red compared to the rest of his body. So I'd have to do a paint on it or something, so I'm probably not going to do it. Probably not. All right. Let's do this thing. Lights off. Really? Come on, phone. Snap to it. Lights off. It's thinking about it. 1 second. It's just going super slow, thinking about turning the lights off or on. There we go. Hooray. So let's go ahead and charge them up. I got a little flashlight here that's infrared stuff. There we go. Dun dun dun. Now he's glowing. You can see the difference there when he's not glowing versus glowing. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's time for the slime monster. If we're gonna do glowing, we're doing glowing. Huh. Huh. Oh, you know what? I know who I need. I need this guy right here. It's really easy to find now in my case because he's the only guy with a glowing head right now. All right, Scare Glow. It's comparison time for this guy. Wish I had my big light that I have in the other room so I can really blast this with light. Look at the king over there. It looks so weird when you hit him with the black light. There we go. Oh, the glowing fun. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. The slime master. Oh. Digitino, run, man. You're going to be slimed. Again, I wish I had the big light. Where's my other flashlight at least? Where did I stick that? Look at Skeletor when you hit it with the black light. That looks so weird. You guys can't see it the same way I can. It looks different in the camera. I know I got that light somewhere. Oh, weird. Look at Tila when you hit her with the black light. I don't know if you guys can see it or not because it's so bright. Let me pull this light back. But her sides are kind of glowing green. Yellow, greenish yellow. Look at her boot things. There's different colors. One's orange and one's greenish. So two different kinds of plastic for the knee pads. Anyway, I'll pull Tila out of there. It's so weird. I didn't use the same kind of plastic on both knees. I don't know where my other flashlight is. We'll just deal with this one. This takes so long to charge everything because you can slowly see it charge up and it dies really quick. Charge, charge. Oh, there you go. So, does anybody know what the 217 on his chest is? If you do, please let me know. Let's see. All Rulers of the Sun have the same body type. Maybe for the heroes they do, but I've seen that the pig guy, his arm bands are different, and so are his boots. So, actually, I think his waist is too. No, his waist is the same, maybe. No, it's different. So the bad guy, he's got different parts. See, different boots, different waist, different wrists. What is his name? Somebody tell me who knows. I know his name's not Pig Boy. Hey, Mike V. Thank you, Jinx Caliber. Pig head. That's right. It's funny, it blocked it at first. You can't use pig head. So that's kind of funny that it blocked it for a second. Oh yeah, a bunch of you guys answered pig head. This is the delay. Yeah, you know what? That'd been cool if Sun-Man himself actually somehow would have some sort of light coming from his being supposed to be this bright, sunny guy. Anyway, I'm not gonna buy the 3-pack. I keep thinking to myself, should I get the 3-pack? And it's like, no, I don't need the 3-pack. I don't need it. Now, of course, I don't know where all their accessories are because it's in my box of mess down here. Yeah, everything's just a disaster in this room. I got a ladder though. All right, that is all that I have. It's the Target 3-pack. Yep, the flat top Sun-Man. Is the pig head the same in that pack? Which is funny. I was looking at pig head and noticing his armor, and it's kind of reminiscent of the New Adventures armor. It's kind of funny when you think about it. So really, you could say that Pighead used to be He-Man and was transformed into him. Oh, it was the New Adventures He-Man at one time. His armor grew spikes and he became angry. It was from taking drugs. It turned him into a pig, just like Pinocchio, where he turns into a donkey. Let's see. James Calvert, no, he has shinier metallic plastics. Really? In the 3-pack? Interesting. I know in the single pack of Sun-Man he did, the special Matty Collector or Mattel, whatever, Creations, I guess. Mattel Creations. We're going way back now, Matty Collector. It's funny, my computer still tries to go to Matty Collector when I start typing in Mattel. Every time it's like, I have not gone to that site for a long time. Is it just me, or does his head seem a little larger than the rest of the Masters? Let me find a regular He-Man figure. All I have is all these ones with new heads. Let's look at He-Man, because He-Man's head's usually large. Yeah, his head does seem a little larger. Not a lot, but when you're talking this size scale. But some people do have bigger heads. All right. No, he has shiny paint. Matthew says I have the 3-pack. It's not worth it. Pighead has a sparkling plastic on him. Nice. Oh yeah, he kind of does have Egon's hair. I could see that. The number calculating brain. That's why he has the bigger head. That's hilarious. Yep. Yeah, see, that would have been kind of fun too. If they would have, I know they can't because there's a simple little figure, but to mount a little mini calculator on him, how fun would that be? But I suppose kids don't like that anyway, and us collectors would complain. Why has he got a calculator in his back? Richie Valentine's. Jackie Wilson. Cheryl, it's pretty funny stuff. Space Sumo. Yep, and the top Sun-Man Pighead. Flat top Sun-Man. Yes. He is one piece. You cannot separate his hair out. That's what it looks like. You know, that used a lot of glue. I don't know, though. If you look... Oh, you know what? His hair does separate. Look at that. They just used a lot of glue. It'd be really hard to pull it apart, though. But if you look at the back here, you can see that it may be... Yep, see right there? So the hair does separate. But they used an awful lot of glue. If you were to get that off, you'd probably destroy either the hair or the head. I mean, it does look like it's just molded right on there because it's so much glue and so close. Yeah, there'd be no way to get that off without causing some damage. It sure looks like it's one piece, though. You can't even see the seam lines up on the top here. Usually the hair will separate a little bit when you pull on it like this, but there ain't no separation coming on this at all. It does feel like it's one piece, but the back has that slight separation. Oh, Mike got his staff today. Hooray! You got your King Randor staff, huh? Yep, I have to paint some more of these. All I have is the ones that are unpainted still. Oh. See, Jason says one question. Unicron says YouTube loves giving me notifications late. That's not glue. It's hairstyling product buildup. He does like a high maintenance guy. He does not leave the house unless his hair is perfect. That is really his skill. He used to be on a fashion magazine. You know, it wouldn't be GQ. We could do that. We could do gray skull. What would the Q stand for? I don't know. You guys are probably come up with something quicker than I can. GS. Gray Skull, the magazine. What paint do you use if you put it on an arm or leg? Jason, I don't. I avoid doing that. I just don't do that. Because if you paint it, the second you move that arm, it's going to scrape right off. Now, if you decide, I really want to paint this shoulder, and I just want to do it, what you have to do is you have to sand it down, sand it around, and then after you sand it, you're going to paint it the color you want around everywhere it's going to touch, and then put a light thing of super glue on it and let it dry. Now, before you do that, always clean with alcohol and do a dry wipe. If you don't do the alcohol and dry wipe, the paint won't adhere as well. Use 400 grit sandpaper and water to make it a good water break free surface before you paint, and then let it dry, and then paint, and then coat it with super glue. You're probably going to ruin your brush unless you buy the super glue that has a brush on it. And then once you have that all super glued and painted and super glued around here too, all the areas where they touch, then you can go ahead and paint the rest of the figure. Around the elbows, and you're really tough though, you're going to have to take and heat it up and pull this off the same way, and do of course the same for the legs and the knees and everything else. Even then, after you do all that, it still might end up rubbing off. It's such a high friction use area that unless you use them as statues from that point forward, it's gonna eventually scrape off. Even sometimes when you buy figures that are painted by the company, you will still find paint scrapage even out of the factory, just because the joints scrape so easily. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. The Laxroy, I don't have hair. Hair is just a memory for me at this point. Oh, you should get a toy horse for Tila. Yeah, I should, but I know it sounds funny. I know I got a ton of Origins, and I have an awesome Castle Grayskull with a cool floor, and I got all this stuff, but I'm not an Origins guy. I'm really not. In fact, I'm probably going to have a huge sale coming up here soon, selling a bunch of Origins off that I've already reviewed on camera, and keeping just the ones that I really want. I'm sure he'll be on the chopping block as well. I can't foresee keeping him, and so there'll be a lot of figures I'll be selling. Of course, I'll keep the one Mike Fee gave me because that's awesome. But yep, I'll be selling a lot of Origins, a lot of Masterverse, keeping just my few essential figures that I really care about, my favorites, and a few others. And I don't think Pig Man, Pig Head, Pig Boy, Pig Face is going to make the cut either. I think he might be getting on the chopping block too. We'll see. So anyway, again, because my stuff's classics, I may keep this figure just to make a custom classic size of him. That'd be kind of cool. because I could see using this head and then using that green figure we got, Demo Man, to make most of the body. So I might end up keeping him, just use his parts to make a classic size version of him. Of course, if they make him, they probably will. They'll probably make him in a Masterverse. So I mean, I have to worry about that. Do my grandkids have favorites? Yes, my granddaughters really like the bird lady. Is that what they call her? The sorceress. They like her wings and stuff. They also like Tila too, but not my short Tila with the big legs. They're not a fan of her. They like the one with the long hair the best. My grandson, I don't know what his favorite is. He hasn't spent long enough looking at him. He just rips them to pieces and makes new figures all the time like Lego. And so when I come downstairs, when he's playing with them sometimes, like I'm upstairs working, I will find the castle turned on its side or laying flat somewhere on the ground somewhere with all the floors ripped out. And I'll find all these figures in piles with all their arms all ripped off and in pieces. And then I'll tell him, I said, look, before you got to go, you got to put them all back together, man. So he had an easy time putting them all back together except Prince Adam, because the colors don't match. Because once you pull them apart, you know, who gets the purple pants? So that was the hardest figure for him to find out where he went. But most of the time, their legs match their bodies, so it's pretty easy. I usually only give him like 6 figures at a time. And he usually has fun. He's only 4, so he's more into just slamming them together and not really... You know what? Actually, now I think about it, I think Skeletor's his favorite. And he probably gets that from his dad, because his dad likes Skeletor. But now I think about it, every time I give him Skeletor as one of the figures, he always gets a little more excited. So I think Skeletor's actually his favorite. That's funny. I never really thought about it before. Yes, future customizer of America. Oh, he will be in Masterverse. Nice. Thank you, Cyber. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have good memories of it too. It's funny, I got this giant plastic dragon I got from Toys R Us years ago. I'll just pull it off the shelf and show you guys. Let me move all these guys aside. All right, time to get the plastic dragon out. Oh, his tail's stuck on a shelf. Ooh. Got it. Ugh. So it's just one of those hollow plastic dragons. See if I can get him to fit in the castle or not. There we go. So there's the dragon. He's pretty big. And this is the guy I have ride the dragon. It only makes sense. He's a 2-headed guy. So I'll put him on one of the heads and have him ride it. And so my grandson will take this dragon and he will sit on his back right about where the wings are, or right above the wings. He'll put his legs right here and he'll jump like a hippity hop all over the house with this big giant dragon. And it's pretty funny. And it's like, I don't know how much this thing can handle before it will break. But he's been doing it since he was like 2.5 years old, and he'll just sit on it. Yeah, you can see it's starting to rip right here on the wings, probably from all his weight on it. I'm sure it's not going to last much longer, but it's funny. He just rides this thing all over the house, jumping up and down like a hippity hop, like I was saying before. And it's pretty fun. His ass. He wants the dragon and the castle, and of course the dragon usually destroys the castle. Anyway, so usually I have to find the dragon on there. Yeah, it does go nicely. And it's fun too, because like I said, we use this guy as a rider, which makes sense because he's the guy who looks like him. Usually I put rubber bands around his feet to help him hang on to the... I'll put a rubber band that goes around both feet here to hold him on there. But, oh, he's falling over. Don't fall over, dragon. So, usually he's more interested in the dragon than the figures, so there you go. But in wiring Skeletor down, though, things all change then. So, he's not seen Scareglow yet. I'm a little afraid just to hand it to him, because I'm afraid he'll be banging him around so much he won't have any paint left on him when he's done. So I want to wait till he's a little bit older and a little more careful with the figures before I show him Scareglow. But eventually he'll see Scareglow too. Alright, anyway, that is all that I have. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and thanks for joining me, you guys. And again, in case you forgot what this video was about, it's about the guy I just threw in the box. Digitino, there he is. So if you want, you can go back and watch the beginning and find out about him and see how he glows in the dark. There we go. So a good journey, you guys.